been good competition between offense and defense, which you love to see this time of year.
Kendrick Bourne's a guy who looks really confident right now. You're pretty talking with all the receivers, but it feels like you've connected with him a few times. What have you seen from him and the time you've gotten here and into his growth to now?
Yeah, growth is a great word for it. I mean, last year when I met KB, he was a rookie, you know, just coming along, but this offseason made some great strides. I think our whole receiver core as a group has really, you know, come a long way. They're moving in the right direction, working hard, putting in extra time, and I think it's going to make a difference.
As far as the long ball, where are you in chemistry with your guys, and is that usually the last thing that sort of comes together with
I think
receiving crew?
There's not a certain order of what comes together faster than whatever. I think it's all coming together slowly, but you know, I think we're doing a good job of, you know, getting on the same page as one another. We obviously have some extra time now. It's not just get ready for Sunday and learn this in a week. It's we get break things down. We have film sessions when we get to just talk to each other without the coaches, which is always good. And I think it's really coming together well.
Is that something that you do during the Saturday sessions? I mean, working on just figuring out who each of these guys is, and
yeah, it's you know, that's some of my favorite times because you get to see, you know, when coaches are out here, guys, you know, might act a little differently or whatever it may be, and when you get them just the players, you really see a different side of guys, and it allows you to connect with them in a different way and just be talking to each other, get on the same page. I think you know, we have a very open group and very willing group.
Kyle's talked about you having a full off season to understand the whys of all the calls, not just memorizing formation and plays and things like that. Can you elaborate on why that helps you and how that translates out on the practice field?
You know, as the quarterback, you want to be able to answer any question that's asked to you. You want to be able to, you know, if you get put in a tough spot on the field, be able to get the team into the right play. And last year was kind of, not that I was handcuffed, but I just didn't know some of the reasons of why we were doing things. It was just kind of, you know, get this by Sunday and we'll tell you everything else in the offseason type of thing. So I think, you know, learning the whys has definitely helped me. I still, you know, have a long way to go. We've only gotten through OT. We're not even through OTAs yet, so it's a work in progress, but it's coming along.
Can you talk about Weston Richburg and how your chemistry with him is coming along?
It's been good. Wes is a great guy. You know, very, very hardworking. We get along great. You know, we joke about when we took the first snap together. It seemed like we were doing it for years. So it's great working with a guy like that. He you know, he helps me a lot.
You've had a chance now to be in the Bay Area without being in the scope of the season. What's it been like? What's the reception like when you've gone public? Has it been hard? What's it been like for you?
You know, it's exciting. People are really looking forward to the season. It's a lot of excitement in the air. Really getting to know certain areas of the Bay a lot better, which is it's cool. You know, I never got to do that last year. It was always I was pretty much here 24 hours a day. So it's nice to get out and experience some of it.
And Joe Staley said that it's crazy going out in public with you because there's cameras everywhere. Has that been made it difficult? Have you had trouble going out in public?
Yeah, it is what it is type of thing. I don't really know. I think Joe attracts more of the cameras than I do personally, but he'll tell you different. So,
Bobby Turner just said Jarek is a guy who really likes to play without the football. As a quarterback, I know it's just practice and there are no pads, but can you feel that, and how much can that help you?
Yeah, Jarek, he's a talent, man. He does some things that you don't even know how he does them. It's the best way to describe it. He's like a jitterbug back there, but he's savvy and smart at the same time, which is a great feeling as a quarterback having a guy like that.
Is it easier for you to kind of take on the leadership role from being here from the start rather than coming mid-season? Is there a difference that you've noticed now that you can take more ownership of the team?
Yeah, I think just that, you know, being comfortable in my environment and knowing everybody now. Last year was I didn't know everyone's name, so that's tough to begin with, and then I'm trying to learn everything week by week. It was a whirlwind last year, but now things have slowed down. You know, feel more comfortable in the environment and getting more and more used to everything. And it's you know, it's a great situation. I mean, I love being here. I think we've had good OTAs, and we're working hard right now.
When you hear people from the outside start putting the 49ers as a playoff contender, the hot team on the Reds because of your 5-0 finish, what do you think about that?
I think we gotta have a strong finish to these OTAs first. You know, people always like to talk about the predictions of the season. Even when the season just ends, they start talking about it. So it's all noise on the outside, but I think we have a good group that's locked in right now, and we're focused on OTAs. We'll go into training camp, hopefully have a good training camp, and take it day by day.
Will you do any throwing sessions after mini camp, between that and training camp? Will you guys get together?
Yeah, we're trying to set something up. We don't really have it all worked out yet, but we're trying to.
You guys ran like a fourth down play and then move the ball period. first down to Pierre. What's it been like with him? Is he a nice veteran safety blanket for you? Does he know exactly what you're going to get from him?
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. You know exactly what you're going to get. He is as reliable as they come. You know, he just he has that veteran mentality of, you know, he knows exactly what to do. He's going to help you out, do whatever he can to put you in a good situation as a quarterback. It's really loud.
Jimmy, you didn't grow up around here, but have you gotten a sense of what Dwight meant to this franchise in this region?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it today, seeing all the 87 shirts around here. We had a couple people talk about it in the team meeting. You know, he seemed like a great guy. I never got to meet him, unfortunately, but just seemed like a great guy, loved to have fun. I heard he had the best hair in the Bay Area, so it's, you know, he'll be missed.
You've worked a lot with Matt Breida during OTAs. Can you talk about what you've seen from him?
Yeah, very talented young player, and smart too. You know, having halfbacks like him, Jarek, Raheem, all those guys, they really help make my job a lot easier, being as smart as they are. You know, doing the right things, putting themselves in good situations, and it just makes my job so much easier when they're doing that stuff.
You got that deep throw to him today.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something that he would normally do?
Yeah, I think all those guys, I mean, any skill guy in our offense, really, it sounds crazy, but they're all a threat deep. We got some fast guys out there, and it's fun to have those guys be able to throw too.
I mean, that is a constant trait of this offense. It's just speed.
Mm-hmm.
Given your time in New England and in college, have you ever been around an offense that has just this much just raw, straight line speed?
Definitely not in college, not in 1AA. No, but yeah, I mean, it's a good group, and it's a fun group too. You know, they're willing to work hard, put in the time, but you know, when it comes down to it, when we come out on the field, they're grinding, and I love that. You know, it's just it makes my job so much easier.
You seem to have developed a really good rapport with Kendrick Bourne. What makes him a guy you're so willing to target so frequently?
You know, I think KB does a good job of, you know, he brings a lot of different traits to the table that it's hard for a defender to cover him. He's I don't even know how to describe it. Deceptively fast, but at the same time, he has some wiggle to him. So it's a nice combination, and he does a great job of catching the ball. I mean, I don't know how many drops he's had all of OTAs. I don't want to jinx him, but he's done a great job for me.
A couple more for Jimmy. Your center today, Weston, got into a little shoving match there with Solomon. Was that something? Was he protecting you, or?
I didn't really see it, to be honest. I kind of threw it and looked out of the corner of my eye and saw it all going on. But you know, that's football. You know, stuff's gonna happen out here like that. Honestly, I love to see the old lineman. It gets me fired up. I can't do it, so it's probably a better thing that I don't.
All right, guys. Cool.
All right. Thanks guys.